Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you laid out, ain't no getting up.
The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Here's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You look at this Colt defense.
This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Always got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 34 yards there and a first down.
Jaguars. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Jaguars at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On second down, a run with Etienne. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
All right, here we go. Done. 11, again.
They'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, I'm gun.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Hey, let's go.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Big 13 heavy.
Etienne once more.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7-7, our score after 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And motioning left, that's Pittman. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Check match. Say, hey.
Perry, the man in motion. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ready, break.
3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pick up of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Robinson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Think right. Silver.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
A give running right, Etienne. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run again here with Robinson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On play action, Lawrence. And this will be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
McManus now for the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Let's go. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, it's Robinson. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Go street.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Check. Ready.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They begin the drive with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Andre Cisco there on the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves him with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Robinson with another carry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Come on, come on.
Richardson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Robinson on a give right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, another shot for Robinson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. That is caught, and he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They run with a rookie from K-State, Deuce Vaughn.
And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and that is incomplete.
The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Garrett Wilson,
64 yards.
and the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Hand off now to Robinson.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense so far on 3rd down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
79 Broncos. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll be out right at the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
But to throw again is Lawrence. He finds Wilson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room, they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is caught. And they are going to
score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Colts.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. A short throw to Ingram, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 catches for him now on this last one, a 1st down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Take right open.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And out of bounds right around the 20. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Hey, kill. Heavy.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and goal.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hold the ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover-free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for Jacksonville, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a new